What's going on, guys? Chillin'. This is 4K Tawheed one more time. Today I'm going to be talking about what are some of the things that I still don't like about Apple. iOS 14, 15, 16, 17. What are some of the things I do not even stand it? What are some of the things that people still should not be buying iPhone because of this thing, if you're really picky enough? What are some of the things still bother a lot of people? What are some of those things that Apple need to stop it like right away, because this is what causing me to go to Android over and over. Coming up next. Yo, what's up? Alright, so I'm gonna make this quick. Alright, just let's get into it. But before you get into it, let's press the subscribe button and the like button. Word, yeah, press it right now. Alright, you don't want to forget that. You never know, I'm gonna come up with some motivation, technology, high tech. I'm talking about life hacks, anything that you can think of. That's what this channel is all about. For those who've been watching my social medias and TikTok and Instagram, you see that I bought quite too many iPhone I have bought right in my life. And before that, before I even started YouTube, I bought even more, right? But I never ended up keeping it. I end up leaving it because the way it designed and some of this little irritated thing that they did, right? Now I'm stuck with this $400 cheap one. You know, this is only for like few reasons I'm just using it. The SE, I'm only keeping it as a backup, but I cannot use this every day. No way. What I want to mention right now is like, no way, this cannot be your first device at this second, unless it's for work, then yeah. So these are some of the top on purpose issues that Apple's doing that's keep pushing a lot of people out. And this is some of the things that Apple do on their way, you can say, or another way you can say this is some of the things that they do it for their philosophy or their culture and their style, that pushing a lot of people away, and especially pushing me away because I'm not into that. And here it is. Number one, this is something started like maybe 2 years ago, is their extreme dimmed display. Very dim display, right? You put this on the sun, you turn up the adaptive brightness on the iPhone, iOS, the new iOS or the old iOS. You turn up the adaptive brightness, you bring it to the sun, boom, the screen turns so dark. They do this because they know, they know that the iPhone is made out of a glass and it's made out of a metal. So glass and metal, it absorbs heats a lot quicker and faster, and it's gonna keep the heat for a long time, right? They don't want the device to explode and don't want that to overheat. So what they did is, on purposely, they turned down the dim. They dimmed your screen so it doesn't overheat even more, right? But again, it's gonna overheat anyway, and they make it so dim that it's dark, you cannot see it. You have this nice screen, big screen, but it's dark at daytime. Like, what in the world? That had nothing to do with any bug report. You don't need to report any bug, because you know what, if you report 100 million times, they know that, they know this thing, they're gonna ignore you for no reason. They're gonna ignore your bug report, so they don't really care. They're doing this on purpose, very simple. So that's one thing. Extreme dimmed display, right? Because they don't want that to overheat. And this is the second one, right? This is the worst, probably the main reason why I do not stand it, is their animations. Oh my god, holy, like their animation is so terrible. Like their animation is so slow. Like 1800 PC is probably faster than the animation. Their animation is probably the one thing that pushes many people away. And let me show you, like, look at this, right? I'm gonna swipe up, look, it's gonna, like, look, it's the animation. Even though you turn off the animation and you turn on the crossfade, whatever it is, it's still very slow, right? The animations, everything have to be as like the fastest animation that I found out from all the devices, right? I bought like iPhone 12, 11 Pro Max, right? The fastest animation that I found is actually in the home button one. The one with the home button have faster animations. Rest of them are slower. This is still slow, by the way. Let's say when you pop up, when you come up from a screen, boom, it's look at this. It's the animation. You like, look, you go to the message, you pop up, look at the delay, like so much delay, right? Like, who does that? You know, it's so ridiculous. Like the animations is ridiculous. You know what I mean by that. Android animations are are much more faster. You can make the animation skyrocket high, or you can make it low, or you can make a zero animation on their debug options on Android. How amazing. Since we're in high school, we had that options, right? iPhone will not give you, because that's their smoothness. They want you to show that things just fly out, like smooth out, vanished. That's their culture, that's the smoothness. That's called Park Avenue. That's like being rich. So nothing too fast. You're not supposed to be too fast. We're Apple. The next thing I wanted to say is the Google integration. The Google integration are so bad and so poorly done, was unbelievable, right? So we know that their Siri talk and type is definitely bad. The dictation on the text message, when you go there, click the Siri dictation, like this one, right? When you do this Siri thing, this thing, it's not always accurate. So we want to use the Google keyboard, right? So what do, you press this Google keyboard with the world, you press it. This is the Google keyboard, right? And in Google keyboard, the dictation's at the top right here. Yeah, sorry, it's right here. The dictation goes at the top, where you can do a talk and type, right? If I click this, look at the delay on that. So I'm gonna click it. 1, 2, now it's talking. Now I can speak. One more time, I'm gonna do this. Look at the delay on this thing. All right, 1, 2. It's faster, right? If you swap the keyboard from Siri to, like, let's say if you go back to Google again, like right now it's Google, right? Watch. Oh, of course, right now you're gonna go fast, right? But the delay, the conversion is so bad, and the animation's gonna make it even, like, look, I'm talking, it finishes. Like, look, I'm gonna click it again. Talk to me later, text me later, text me later. Look, I'm speaking and it just finished, like, right away. You should be running. On the Siri, I'm running late, I'm running late, I'm running late, I'm running late. It's still rolling, it's still rolling, it's still typing, it's still texting, right? But if it's a Google, they on purposely poorly manage this thing, because they don't want people to use Google service or Google dictation inside that thing. Like, take a look. I'm gonna go back to Google by pressing the world. All right, this is the Google. I'm gonna press the dictation. Look what just happened. What was that? What was that? Now it came back. After 3 seconds of animation, it came back. Like, dude, like, look at this. This is what I mean. I can go all day long. The Google integration is very bad, very poorly managed. That's one thing. Hopefully I show that thing. You know what I mean. The next thing I wanted to say is Siri is terrible. Siri is still on purposely not being well managed. Siri is very bad. Siri have a lot of common dictation mistake. When you're working, if you're texting when you're working, you're not to text. If you talk like that and text, it will catch up a lot of mistake. There's tons of keyboard mistake. Still, Apple have it because people are not used to using the keyboard. But the Siri dictation mistake is tons more. All right, so Siri is still terrible. Okay, another like little thing. Look at this one, right? Look how annoying it gets. Next thing I wanted to say, to check the clock, you have to swipe all the way to the bottom. Otherwise, they're not gonna let you take a look at the clock. Look how weird it is. Look, so here's the clock. I can see the clock sometime, but sometime I might not see the clock, right? When you, like, right now you will see it, right? But once it's on, like, the clock will not be there. Sometime you have to go like this. Look, you still cannot see the clock. You still wouldn't see the clock. You go like that all the way to the bottom, then the clock pop up. This, like, I don't know why there's a clock at the top right now, right? But usually this clock is not there on purposely, right? When you really need to look at the clock, like importantly, you have to swipe all the way down like this. You cannot see it, you cannot see it, you cannot see it, you cannot see it, you cannot see it. Now you can see the date and time all the way. When you have a big screen like that, you're not gonna go like that. Like, you have to put your finger all the way high when you're holding with this hand. You have to go like this, swipe it down if it will swipe, and then you can look at the clock. It's like little thing like that. They did this on purpose because they want you to style it out, like, come on. So swipe all the way down to look at the clock. The next thing I want to say is this is the most strangest part, right? This is the weird one. Everything, all the on a mail app or any, like, Gmail login, any login that you do, like by mail app login, you have to log in through Safari. How strange it is. You don't want to use a Safari because Safari will collect your data or your login information, right? You try to log in to Gmail through the Apple Mail app, it will put you through Safari login integration. That's not a Gmail integration, that's a Safari pop-up will come up, and it will give you a consent that, hey, listen, in order to log into Gmail account through the Mail app, we're gonna redirect you to Safari. How weird. I don't wanna log in through Safari. Like, it will come up with this little login of Gmail. Like, any integration you want to do, account sync or account and privacy, whatever you want to do, it will have to go through Safari. Like, yo, it's not like, hey, go to Google's website, then it will log into the Mail app. It doesn't work like that. Super weird. The next thing I'm going to say is, I don't know how you guys type it with the, I know a lot of you guys use the keyboard, but their keyboard is not that comfortable. The Apple keyboard does not give you too many suggestions at the top. On the Google keyboard, the top suggestion strips are so customizable. They will give you the emoji suggestions. Apple probably do that too, no problems, but it will give you auto fill up of a account. Apple did this integration just now. Like, if you need to log in, the email will come up at the top of the keyboard as a click and log in or autofill. They're so late to do that, right? But the keyboard on Android are much more easier. Sometimes you don't even have to type anything. Like, the clipboard, everything is there on Google keyboard, but not on Apple keyboard. Apple keyboard, I'm still not comfortable. Then you have to go with this Google keyboard swap, and that will take you delay. And one of the weird thing about the Apple keyboard is that when you log in, they forcefully put Apple keyboard on it. When you swap it to Google keyboard, every time you try to put a password on a login, you have to put the password through Apple keyboard. Like, why you need to know my password? Why need to use Apple keyboard for password? That is such a weird backdoor activities right there. Like, that is super weird right there. Okay, the next irritating thing, every apps that you open, there is a literally 2 second to 1 second delay on any iPhone you use. In their iOS, this is how they designed it. Any app, like, you open, like, let me show you. I'm gonna open, like, let's say this app. Look at the timing. 1, 2. You see, 2 seconds. 2 seconds to open up an app. Like, really, I'm gonna open up TeamViewer, right? Boom, 1, 2, 3, Starbucks, right? 3 to 4 seconds it takes it to open up. Android will be much more faster. Take a look as speed test, right? 1, 2. All right, so you see that login, the opening up an app takes really 2 seconds. Like, it doesn't have to be that slow, and it's been like this for 3 years. For some reason, Apple algorithm of apps need this long to open up an app. When you swap the app as a multitask, it still will do the same thing. If the apps is running in the background, it will still take that long. The next thing I'm going to cover is the file station is still bad, still very limited. It used to be very bad before, but now they still made some control. But file station, they could have make more easier, much more friendlier, but no, right? The server login through the file apps, it's still not that well, but they made that access to iPad Pro. If you buy the iPad, then they're gonna let you use the file station better. But if you have an iPhone, they're not gonna let you use the file station better. Alright guys, so this is it for the whole iPhone situations, right? This is the reason why I do not stand the iOS, and if you do this for few days, sure, no problems. Few weeks, sure. After that, you get tired of it because you see Android gives you much more option, right? If iOS will at least let me turn off their animation like as a 0, like a quick animations, I will still keep iPhone right now. Like, you know, it doesn't, like, it's so annoying. So anyway guys, this is it for today. Definitely do not forget to subscribe and check out the description at the bottom. Check out this new website that I come up with. It's pretty nice. I think you're gonna love it. Check out all my triple social medias right there, and at the end of this video there will be a few more other videos. Boom, 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 and hit the subscribe button. Peace out.